This is Bedford City Hall, but these aren't city employees. Mowing is one of several services that got cut back in March when voters approved a controversial tax rollback.
Even before the rollback, there was grass getting taller and taller.
It looked terrible. Weeds were, in some places, more than knee-high.
The longtime Bedford residents became concerned about the city's image. Jacob Brown and a few of his friends gathered equipment, and they took it upon themselves to take care of the turf.
Especially the first week, it was insane because it's up to your knees and you're like trying to mow in it and you're like, I can't do this anymore.
Every Saturday morning, the kids and some of their dads spend 3 to 6 hours mowing 4 city facilities, 2 firehouses, the library, and here at City Hall.
Here's 4 great young men working hard every Saturday morning for nothing other than the sense of accomplishment and contribution.
So while their fellow 15-year-olds sleep in or play at the pool, Jacob Brown and his buds will keep up their caretaking.
It's great to know that the kids that I have come to know here are active and are participating in keeping Bedford a great place to live.
They've committed to 20 Saturdays until October, when voters will get a chance to change their minds about funding city services. In Bedford, Laurie Barriger, Fox 4 News.
I have heard that anything that has your name on it, you should shred.
Good advice, but many people just don't have the time.
I tend to just kind of rip them up when I don't, when it takes too long to do the other thing.
Simply throwing out papers with personal information can lead to identity theft. And tearing them up won't protect you.
It would be great to have someone come out if you had a whole bunch to do, because it does take a long time.
A Louisville company does just that.
We sell security. We happen to be in the shredding business.
Driving to your home or business with a huge mobile shredder.
A lot of folks have been using their own shredders but get sick and tired of pulling paper, staple clips, paper clips, rubber bands, folders. With our system, you don't have to do that. You throw it all in the bin and we take care of it.
Shredding takes only minutes.
It's all done with hydraulics. It'll shred one of these in about 2 minutes, or 3,000 pounds an hour. The truck itself will hold anywhere from 11 to 13,000 pounds of paper.
The company deals primarily with businesses.
Because all companies have information that is sensitive and confidential, they have to take care of it.
The Cooper Clinic in Dallas has been using the service for more than a year.
Certainly that the paper doesn't leave this building and is shredded before it leaves certainly provides an extra degree of security, confidentiality for the patient information, but is also easy for us.
But individuals are also driven to call the company.
The advantage is that they don't have to spend hours and hours and hours standing in front of a little home shredder, burning them out and trying to shred the material when they can either bring it to us or we can go to them and get it done for them in no time at all.
In Dallas, Kevin Coakley, NBC 5.
Oh, where are you boys going to?
Oh, I'm going to take them over to Gillies.
The original Gillies gained national recognition after the filming of the movie Urban Cowboy in 1978.
After the Urban Cowboy thing came along, that's when it became really a household name, and of course I had the big hit from it, Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places.
I was looking for love in all the wrong places.
I'm still looking.
Johnny Lee may still be looking for love, but at least he won't have to look for Gillies anymore. After a 13-year absence, Gillies is making a comeback in Dallas. And yes, so is that mechanical bull we all wanted to ride, plus more.
Gillies Dallas is a little over 27,000 square feet in our main showroom with 5 main bars, full-service restaurant, and our retail store.
There is much to do before the main opening.
We're knee-deep at the bar, what you got to do as far as being prepared.
Final pep talks and pointers for the staff. Builders scrambling to put on the finishing touches. And final tuning for the band, all to be finished for the grand opening.
The blaze had a head start before firefighters arrived. The flames, the smoke, the heat had moved in and taken over. The 5-alarm fire required lots of equipment, lots of manpower, lots of water. Water pipes in the area got overloaded. The water department had to come in and pump up the flow. As the night got later, fighting the giant flames got harder. Firefighters could no longer work inside. The roof and walls were collapsing around them.
Fire was particularly difficult because of the size of the building. Also, there were hazardous materials that were stored inside the building.
They fought till dawn, finally had it under control. Then the tough part, adding up the losses. Owner Patty Collier shed some tears, couldn't believe all the damage, couldn't believe her business was ablaze. Collier says it'll cost $3 million to replace equipment and rebuild her business.
NBA and WNBA players gathered recently to conduct a special basketball clinic, how to shoot, how to dribble, how to play defense and score, all from a wheelchair.
East met West during a scrimmage and skills clinic for young wheelchair basketball players. The All-Stars show the kids that countless hours of practice and effort can take them to the highest level of the sport.
There's some of the guys that some of the kids we see with already natural, natural speed. The chair skills that are involved in the game will come along. You can see that the more that they're in the chair, they get more familiar, and the chair starts feeling more natural, and they understand their bodies and how the chair will respond. And we see I've seen a ton of guys and young men and women out here that I can see definitely future Paralympian and All-Star players.
Although the game may look easy, Efren Hubbard says it's not.
It's like to put the best move that you could think of to make your team to move, like to crossover or like to pass it to a teammate that's wide open and let them shoot instead of you just trying to fake somebody out and you shoot.
Dallas Maverick owner Mark Cuban and former Mavs Sam Perkins would agree. Both tried their hands at shooting from wheelchairs.
Some of these kids have probably never had experience of playing basketball in a wheelchair, This is their first time, or this first time kind of open to it. So the thing is that we're trying to give them some encouragement that, you still can continue to, live your dream through other means.
The Wheelchair All-Stars also put the kids through some basketball skills exercises. Cuban says All-Star Week is about more than basketball.
They're an inspiration to all of us to be able to come out here and just show that they're the best at their craft. I mean, these guys, the Wheelchair Mavericks, the Wheelchair All-Stars, are the best at what they do, and to have the kids who are in wheelchairs to be able to look up to them and see and go through the seminars and all the stations that these guys are putting together, it's inspirational to them, and if someone can be an inspiration and get them going, then it's a wonderful thing for all of us.
Not only just for my son, for all the kids here, this has been a great experience for them to be able to see the pros, to see where they can get to, and not only that, to see people from the NBA, open their doors, their hearts, and their time to our kids. That really means a lot to them and to us as parents as well.
The NBA Cares Community Caravan continues through the All-Star Weekend. Reporting from Oak Cliff, John Nelson, Time Warner Cable Sports.